Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Shout out to the NTZ crew. I see Michael Beach of Life on here. He says, yeah, checking in from the road, hands free. You headed back over, man? Are you still in rainy Seattle? Okay, there we go. Our special guest. But let me introduce y'all formally. Shout out to all my old heads. Thank y'all for y'all support. Any new viewers and subscribers joining us today, and also anybody catching this on replay. They joined us today, but it looks like they've got a slow signal. Do y'all want to restart your computer and come back? It's okay with me because y'all frozen up. Hey, good morning, Roger. Thank you so much too for your help with the Christmas to Remember giveaway drawing, man. I can count on you every year, man. I really appreciate that. This is our third year of doing that. Anybody doesn't know, I spin the wheel 10 times on Christmas Eve and give away 5,000 pesos each to one of our lucky Filipino subscribers. Well, here's our special guest today. I call him the most famous age gap relationship in the Philippines, James and Arcelie. Now, me and James, we're Facebook friends, and we're friends. And he messaged me the other day, asked me a question. I was like, hey, man, it would be nice if we could do an update on you and your wife. Let everybody know that y'all doing okay because, a lot of people thought it was a fluke. And they said, oh, it'd be over with by now. But they're still hanging in there, man. They're hanging in there tough. And I wanted them to sort of tell their story today. But the peso is 58.94. And, if y'all watching my video that I uploaded today, we got to stop giving away our time, our energy, and our finances, man, to everybody else. It's time that there they are. I called them. Thank y'all for coming. I called them the most famous age gap relationship in the Philippines. James and Arcelie, man. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Man, it looks both of y'all look great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, y'all really do, and your house is looking nice, man. It's almost done, I guess.
Still a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some echo. I don't know if it's us or you.
Well, you're a lot better now. You were frozen before,
Yeah, it was
but
that old messed
yeah.
up Wi-Fi.
Introduce yourself. I know if just a brief introduction, your elevator speech.
All right, I'm James. I'm from California, living here in the Philippines for a little over a year and a half. 64 years old.
Hello
All
everyone,
right.
my name is Arcelie. We are living here in Mindanao, Zamboanga del Sur. I am 21 years old.
21 years young. Let me ask y'all, how do y'all handle people staring at y'all? I know y'all get stares everywhere you go.
Well, if I learn from you and other folks, I just basically tell me, give me a kiss my ass look, basically.
And we really did not mind them because um, we are also lifestyle type, so that's why we use them.
Yeah. I'm going to ask my audience also to show this couple some respect. I mean, the utmost respect. If not, I'm going to kick you off the channel. I mean, this is a real live couple. we're trying to bring real life to the channel to show you what it's really like over here. Okay, and they're a great example of that. How long have y'all been together all together, James?
25 months.
25 months. Now, I saw a picture that you sent me. Did y'all get married?
Yes, sir.
Oh, congratulations, man. When did y'all get married?
July 10th.
4 months ago.
Yeah. Now, have you ever dated a younger woman before, a younger American woman before, James?
Not possible. We already know.
I'm just asking, what about you, Arcelie? Have you ever dated an older Filipino man? Would you date an older Filipino man that was 64?
Not Filipino, but he's American.
Oh, okay. But I'm saying, but you've never dated
No, never.
Oh, okay. Okay, he said Cal needs to turn down the house sound. There's no house sounds around me.
I think it's our neighbor. Are working.
Okay. Now, what year of college? I know you're going to college, Arcelie.
Yeah, I am studying college right now. I am studying teacher education.
And what year are you?
Third year.
Oh, third year. I
Yeah.
also have put their TikTok account and their YouTube channel links in my description. How many subscribers do y'all have now on YouTube?
It's not really that.
YouTube is not many. The little over 600 people on YouTube.
Let me ask you something. Y'all don't have YouTube on. You're not watching from YouTube because it's not going to work. That's probably why you're getting the echo. You got to cut YouTube off.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll cut the Wi-Fi off from her phone and then concentrate.
Just cut YouTube off. That's why you're echoing. Yeah, you can't watch it. You can watch it once it's over with, but you can't watch it at the same time. It's going to create that buffering and that echo. That's where they're coming from. Because we're on StreamYard. Yeah, and they tell you that. Now, do y'all do any live streams?
Yes, on TikTok we do. Every day.
Yeah. So how many subscribers you say you had on YouTube?
Well, YouTube is a little over 600 on YouTube.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Let's see if we can get them to 1,000 subscribers today, y'all. Go ahead and go to James and Arcelie's YouTube channel. Let's get them to 1,000 because they've been on here. Man, y'all been on YouTube for a long time. Y'all should have y'all 1,000 already.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It actually was a decrease in people watching it. Possibly my fault. We have to crank out more videos. Use some of the tips you were giving you.
Yeah, I don't know why we're still getting that echo. He said it's YouTube on in the background. Did y'all cut YouTube off?
No.
Yeah, but we don't have YouTube on.
Okay.
Let me take a peek. Quick. Just a second, Kevin.
Okay. Now, if anybody doesn't know, do y'all remember Cliff and Rue? Remember Cliff and Rue? They had a real popular channel. They stopped making videos, but Arcelie is the younger sister of Rue.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Rue, Arcelie?
What? She's doing great. She's in the US right now.
How old is she? How old is she? If you don't...
30 plus.
Oh, okay.
31,
So are you the youngest?
No, I'm the fourth.
Oh, you're the fourth youngest.
There are 9 siblings.
Oh, okay. So you said you had an ex American boyfriend before. How'd that work out?
He really treated me so bad. Very bad.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that I did everything to him, but he was cheated on me. Like
Oh okay.
I met him here in the Philippines, and it did not work out because of the people in the surrounding was dating with him. He was also dating with several women here in the Philippines. Yeah,
Yeah. How did y'all meet? By the way,
we
you and James.
we meet here in the airport,
That's how
Philippines.
y'all met at the airport?
Yeah. How did you meet?
How, Zero?
I'm sorry, my fault. How did you meet this guy?
No,
I met
how did you meet James?
meet
Oh,
you,
How did
but
y'all meet?
Yeah, how did you
okay,
meet me?
in the airport. I meet him in the airport here in the Philippines,
What time?
Oh,
and
okay. Hey, let me ask y'all to do this one more time. Can y'all restart your uh your feed again or try
Yeah.
another spot because your
Okay.
signal's really bad. Either wherever it is where you can get the best signal in your house.
Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave in about 2 minutes or so.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Calvin.
Take your
Thank
time. Take your time.
you. All right.
Okay.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to.
I want the real be able to get the real interview because uh they've got an interesting story. Yeah, he's got a tenderoni, man. She's 21. And of course, the reason I wanted to bring them out here is because they took so much heat the last time they were on over a year ago. And it's never gonna work, and she's using him. And I'm gonna ask some questions pertaining to some of the videos I've been making about the attractiveness gap. You know, what problems uh, do let's see. No, they haven't come back yet. Do they have in an age gap relationship like that? 43 years age gap. Yeah, I want to hear that story too. Yeah, it's gonna come back on. He said she's so mature for 21. Yeah, a lot of the women over here are mature for their age because they start out earlier, a lot younger than American women. Remember I told you Marilyn was taking care of her sisters and brothers when she was 11. Her mother was working in um, Manila. I mean, Marilyn was going to work. She was bringing home the bacon, and then she had three siblings younger than her. So when she went to school, she took them to school with her. Yeah, she said the other guy treated her real bad. I heard that part. Yeah, that's what they're doing, Michael Beach Alive. I told them to leave the studio and come back. Yeah, I'm going to ask that question too. We want the real deal, but yeah, they seem to be happy. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, me and James, he used to follow my channel, and when I saw them together, see, I didn't even know because it's none of my business. I didn't know that was Rue's little sister until he told me. He says, I watch them every day on TikTok. Yeah, they're pretty big. Yeah, they had to check out. They're going to check back in aggressively, AFK. I saw Angelo Habib on here, man. How you doing, man? I know you're happy about your situation. Congratulations. I believe your woman was able to get her visa approved. I know you're happy for that. But again, if you're just joining us, the peso is 58.94. He said, Cal, what's your email? Hey, can somebody put my email up there? It's Cal, CALROACH1 at gmail.com. Is this Benny over in Guam? He said, what happens when women get tired of taking care of older men? I don't know. Okay, y'all back? You back? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? I can see y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're a lot better now, James.
Went from bad to worse.
No, you're better now. I don't hear. I don't hear a. I don't hear
hold
echo.
on. Let me switch the service to be right there.
Okay. Yeah, I think you know. I think you know this, Ron. That's why you're asking me. Yeah, I'm going to ask him that. I'm going to ask him that. I'm going to ask him to talk about it. He said, "Hey, Cal, did James date her cousin first before getting with Arcelie?" He did. And it just so happened that his relationship didn't work and hers didn't work. And because I think him and Cliff are real good friends. He was over Cliff's house, and that's how they met. I was trying to get to that when the Wi-Fi kicked out. But is anybody on here tired of being taken for granted? Or they feel they're being taken for granted and unappreciated? Okay, now here they come again. Okay, y'all back?
If not,
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
Nobody's
okay, we hear you. Can y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, the last question was they wanted to hear again what happened to your relationship, Arcelie, with the other American man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So talking about my past relationship, he is a Black American living in the Philippines, part of Andres, Pampanga, of course. And we have he is 54 years old, and at that time we are also wait 19 maybe. Yeah, I met him here in the Philippines as well. And then it happens like I was really in love with him. We are in together like for a while, but I was really deeply in love with him at that time. Because and then he is my first partner,
Oh,
and
wow.
we we moved together here in my hometown in apartment. We've been living like only 1 year, and he treated me like very bad.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, while I was also traveling back and forth here in my hometown going to Pampanga, I noticed there is something wrong. In his room, I seen some letters from different women apologizing because he treated them so bad as well. They are begging for
Yeah.
love. They're begging for love, like saying that I want you back. So I know there is already something wrong. So, and also, I also remember that when I was taking a bath, he wants to take a video.
Yeah.
while
Let
I
me
was
ask
sleeping.
y'all. He says the echo is coming from a second device.
No, we don't have.
We'll turn off the,
We'll
we'll
turn
turn off
my
the phone.
phone.
Yeah, yeah, turn off that phone. That's probably what it is. But let me get back to this. Okay, try it now. Go ahead.
But that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then we moved here in my hometown in the apartment for just a week. And then in that time, he asked me to because I was alone in that apartment in that time, so he asked me to ask my friends to be with me in that time. It's a girl, of course. And while me and my best friend are watching movies, and he said that me and my girl best friend are talking.
All
And that
right.
complete explains why he broke up with me and blocked me in all social media so that I cannot reach him out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And after that, he asked my cousin that my cousin also he was also dating my cousin in that time, and my cousin come over to my apartment or our apartment and pick up all the stuff that he bought from me, and my cousin sold it all.
Wow.
Yeah, even my pads, even my grocery, I gave it to him, everything. Because I was not with him because of the money. I just want the true love.
Yeah. Now, how long were y'all together?
It's not that long, like only 3 months maybe, but I was really deeply in love with him in that time. Yeah, I gave everything because I thought that me and him are have a real love. I want to settle down.
Yeah. Now, somebody asked a question. Let me get this super chat. Thank you, Flow Style, for the super chat. Flow Style 69. He says, "Oh, I'm tired of being taken advantage of. Do you know my story?" I don't, but a lot of men feel that way, Flow Style. Now, James, you're not so innocent yourself. I heard that you were dating her cousin before you were dating her.
Yes, that was way before. We were just friends. What it was, I came to the Philippines because I had met somebody through her brother-in-law from Facebook. So I was dating her. Little did I know she was dating
My ex.
her ex. Plus, he was dating other women at the same time. So with that cousin, that did not work out. She was number one, playing games, lies, spreading lies, straight up scammer, you name it, the same thing. Uh, so I broke that off. Uh, so time had passed, maybe like two months or 3 months. I'm not really sure now. She wanted a second chance. That did not work out because what I found out was by that time, the gentleman, the American we're talking about, was dating her. So they were communicating even way before that, I found out. So they had a relationship on top of Arcelie as well. Uh, Photo exchange, nude photo exchange was going on. All kind of madness was going on. It's like, hey, what the hell is going on here? It was just a madhouse. So one scammer scamming the other scammer, meaning them two. Plus, he was playing her for a fool, and she was trying to play me for a fool, what she did, until I caught on to the game. And it was like, you know what? I'm not listening to what Calvin's advice too good here, you know. Uh, so it's like, okay, I need to get out of this, and leave it alone. So it was just one big ass mess, basically. It was just a pile of lies, a pile of cheating going on. It kind of shames me because you have an American over here mistreating women, and that gives us a bad name. especially if he's Black American. You know, it's just buck wild crazy. I mean, I understand if you want to remain single, but to play games with people, that's not the right way to do it. They could turn you in and have your ass booted out of the Philippines quick. You know.
Yeah. Thanks for that super chat. This is what I just did. I took your advice, Cisco. He said, cut your sound when they're talking.
Ah, that's why it's
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Okay. Question. What are some of the problems with an age gap relationship as large as yours?
Well, I'll go ahead and start answering it, and then she wants to kick in as well. Some of the things you'll find, there is immaturity, of course, with any relationship, no matter what your age is. You're gonna find a cultural difference as well. Uh, if you got, well, like with us, there is trust there. So that's not an issue. But trying to communicate is one of the biggest things. It's not so much the language barrier, it is the culture. You're different, you're dealing with a totally different culture.
understanding each other.
Yeah, the understand in the it's just the maturity is different. So you really have to seriously work on that. Us older men, older good men, we do have a lot to share, a lot of experiences and things that we do not want our ladies to go through. But ultimately, it's their choice if they're going to listen or not. So communication can, you got to work on that. We have. This is the biggest thing. Nothing to do with religion. We don't want to get into that. Nothing to do
We'll
with
have problem when it comes to religion.
yeah, nothing with politics. It's just the experiences in life.
Yeah.
What about in the bedroom? Are there any problems in the bedroom?
Hell no.
Hell no.
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 It's on and popping.
Now, one of my subscribers asked, did y'all plan on having any children?
In God's plan.
God's plan.
Yeah, God's plan. If it happens,
Maybe when I already graduated, maybe because right now I am really busy in the school, so I don't have time to have a baby for now.
James, do you spoil her?
I do my best. Her thing is number one is food. She likes
Yeah.
to be spoiled that
I
way.
love rice.
She likes a lot of variety of food. She just she loves food, uh, clothes, those sorts of things. She's got an abundance of clothes. So yeah, in that sense, she's spoiled. She's spoiled.
But not financially spoiled.
Yeah. Well, financially, you got to have the money to buy the stuff.
Yeah, but not like some of the other.
Well, we ain't gonna make
know,
it. We ain't gonna
some
make
of
it
the other
rain.
women that they are very expensive. So I am not.
Well, she's
kind-
not materialistic. That's the best thing.
I just
about it.
want the love, and that's what I want.
Yeah, it's about affection, love. Materialistic things are not important.
Now, were you sending money to not only Arcelie but to the other lady? And why did you think it was your responsibility to send money?
Well, the other lady, that was a mistake. I will admit it. Like I said, I didn't take your advice, which a lot of men think, oh no, Calvin doesn't know what he's talking about. But finally, when I figured it out, my last day here in the Philippines, I spent with her. I told her that was it. So with Arcelie, it was totally different. She's responsible. Um, she was in a situation which was an emergency situation, emergency with the ex-boss, and she had to get out of that situation. So we both talked about it. We both agreed that because it could be very harmful to her verbally and physically. Well, it was already verbal, but it would have turned into a physical altercation. It was best to get her out of it. which is the right thing to do. Thereafter that, a relationship formed. Financial, it wasn't a responsibility, I wouldn't say. It was something I wanted to do, and most people think, oh, uh, it's a lot of money to us. If it's $40 every once in a while, it's not a lot of money, but to them here, that is a lot of money. So it wasn't no big amount of money, like we know with some people. We know some people who are given 100, 200, 300,000 pesos per month, plus buying transportation.
Wow. Now, he says, where do y'all live?
We live in Zamboanga del Sur part in Mindanao.
Now, did you know that the United States government says not to live there, James? Why are you living there?
Mindanao was classified as dangerous per se, the government, but I've been in and out of Mindanao for over 9 years. I never had a problem. Never ever had a problem. You just have to have mutual respect, no matter what religion the people are. But me personally, I've always got helpful tips or guidance to say, hey, okay, this area, no, up in the mountains or something like that. But don't believe what our government is telling us in the United States. Mindanao is not like that. Certain parts, sure, but you just don't go there. But mutual respect goes a long way.
Okay, he says, how's her family treating you, James, now that you are with another family member?
Good. Well, her brother-in-law, he's a Black American. So I'm the second Black American in the family. No issues at all with the siblings, with most of them. Yeah, I've taught them how to be affectionate. They do monopole as well, where you take the hand, put it to the forehead. They do that, and then after that, I show them the American custom, and I give them a hug. So there's mutual respect and there's mutual love. I'm pretty close to three of her siblings, the younger ones. I talk to them quite a bit during the week, so pretty close to the kids. A lot of respect.
Yeah, they were talking about how did they react to you, because you said you dated her first cousin first, then you dated her. What did they think about that?
Well, they were a little bit caution. I did speak to her brother. He was the first person I talked to. He's military, so we could relate real good. We probably talked about an hour. And his thing was, number one, are you friends with this jackass before? And that was absolutely hands down no. And he said, hey, well, we just love her. If it doesn't work, he said return her home. But it's like, well, we're not going in the States. I'll be here in the Philippines. So that changed the whole tone. He's like, oh, you're coming here. Say, yeah, I'm coming here. We had a great conversation. The parents, they were cool. There was some of the family members who were a little caution because they didn't want Arcelie to get hurt anymore. And I understood. I'm sympathetic to that. But pretty much now,
they are just protecting.
Yeah, protecting her. So, but it works now. It works. We probably got about one or two relatives who are kind of sketchy, but I think what it is now, they don't know how to say, you know what, I'm sorry. I see that you guys are doing well.
And they understand as well your situation before with my cousin.
Yeah, they understand. Yeah, about the cousin, they know. They know about her. Yeah, they know she's rotten as hell.
Thanks for that super chat, Q. He said, how did the family react for both sides? So you gave me that answer, but let me ask you this, James. How does your family in America feel about you marrying a 21-year-old woman? I'm pretty sure you got some pushback.
Oh my God, they really love.
On my side of the family, not really. My brother, I was always his protector, so he's my protector. He's 60 now. So he was always watching our Facebook and asking certain questions. Now I can say to this day, out of all relationships I has, he does love her. He's responded to her on Facebook. Everybody has no problem at all.
My
Not
sister.
my sister, my brother, my
Mom.
parents. I did have pushback a little bit on two aunties and an uncle. I'm like, they were like, well, they're on TikTok. It's like, well, that's none of your damn business what the hell we do with our life, you know? So I had to, you know, they don't, let me say this. They don't look out for my best interests. They look out for theirs. These are the type of relatives that some of us have. They always have their hand out. They were those type of relatives. They had their hand out. So I've always had problems with them for years. Um, yeah, but other than the rest of the family, they're a-okay. They're good to go.
He said, "What's the age difference?" I think y'all told us already.
Age difference.
43.
Mm.
Yeah, 43. I think 43.
43 years.
Now, I need an honest question here because I made a video about the attractiveness gap, and there's certainly an attractiveness gap between you and your wife. She's so much better looking than you, James. Who runs the household?
We both do. It's even. It's even. There's a little pushback from her, you know, when it comes to groceries. It's like, okay, why do we have to buy 5 kilos of fish when we only need two? I mean, the freezer's only so damn big, but pretty much it's about 49-51. It's pretty even. Bills we both agree with. Take care of it as soon as possible. Get that out the way. There's a discrepancy on grocery shopping sometimes because I don't eat the same.
Are you afraid of losing her, James? So do you give her way a lot? Do you compromise? Because, I mean, you know, she's an attractive woman, man. You're 60. Are you older than her parents?
I'm the same age as her father. Her mother is, I think, 14 years younger. Am I afraid of losing her? No, I don't have any fear. If she's with me, she's with me wholeheartedly. If she said, "Well, I'm tired of it," I'm not going to be the type that, oh, okay. I mean, come on. Well, I'm in the Philippines. I'm in Southeast Asia. You know, you're here. If you're here with me, you're with me. If you feel that you don't want to be here anymore, you know, it's simple. You know, I'm not going to sit here and get on bended knee and start begging and all that bullshit. No, that's not me.
Do you have grown children, James?
No, no kids. I have an adopted daughter from Germany.
Okay, look to me like you're taking real good care of Arcelie. She looks better now than she did last year.
Yeah, because before I was really stressful in that time. But now we're doing good.
He says, do you give her family an allowance, James?
Sometimes I do. It that mystique where they feel foreigners feel obliged or obligated to give money, that is not true. Some do make the mistake of, like I say, once again, we know several, they give too much. They build a home, they buy a car, a motorcycle, all these things. I give them what I can. If it's the main thing is food. Food is the main thing. So it's not what some people we know what they're doing. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. No, but they get a little bit of something every now and then.
Yeah, because I have also some brother and sister that they help my parents as well.
Yeah, let me say the thing. A lot of people. I don't know if some of the followers know who are listening. There's a law here in the Philippines where the children, the working children or adult children, they are responsible for their parents' well-being if they're not doing good. So I'm just temporary right now. Once she starts working, it falls on her, and I get to keep my cash. But of course, the cash, you know what I'm saying. It's toward us. So what I'm doing is temporary. Like I said, it's not a lot. So once she starts working, ta-ta, it's on her.
Uh, Let me ask you this now: who's more jealous, you or Arcelie? Do you realize that? Do you realize you've got a good man, Arcelie? You don't want to lose him because you know a lot of Filipinos over here would love to have James.
Yeah, but I'm not afraid of losing him. But because it happens in, you go to a grocery store, there is a lot of women staring on him, trying to give some like flirting. Yeah,
All
but
day,
I'm
every
not afraid
day.
of it. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, they're a little bit on the aggressive side over here,
Yeah.
you know. But like I said, when she goes to school or visit her family, and I stay here, nobody knocks on this door, not unless it's her family. But
And he don't have also a reason to jealous about me because when I go to school after the class, I go home, back and forth school, home. And I am not surrounding with a lots of like friends. I really don't have friends. It's just me and my husband.
mhm.
Yeah.
Now, James, did you ever did you ever in your wildest dreams think you'd be married to a young, attractive woman like Arcelie? 21 years old, man. You're 64. Are you collecting your Social Security or are you waiting?
Yes, I'm collecting it since I was 62. Did I ever dream of it? No. Especially in the States. I used to live in Europe almost 17 years. It just wasn't possible. And I was not looking for it either. So when I did finally come here, it was different. It was uncomfortable, my first relationship, trying to adjust to it. But I never dreamed about it. No.
Okay. He said James is living his best life in the fourth quarter, only in the Philippines. Are you happy, James? I mean, are you truly happy, man? Are you having any regrets about hooking up with, well, marrying Arcelie and living down in Mindanao and everything?
Um, of course, there's always going to be some regrets. Number one, it was not. I didn't want to live in the province. You do have your peace, but there's a lot of jealousy here that we experience.
Neighbor.
No hatred or anything like that. It's just jealousy. That's the main thing. My wish, I should have moved closer to the city. That way, you have the infrastructure is a little better, like Cebu or Manila. You're closer to better hospitals and things of that sort. So, in the province, you don't have a lot of that. God forbid you get bit by a snake, you're screwed. You know, but not really any regrets. I think maybe the other one is not live so close to family, her family. You gotta just, yeah, maybe not so close to family. She pressing up on me right now. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, you look a lot better, James. You look like you lost weight. You look because I'm gonna tell you, man. For a while there, I was like, I hope James doesn't need to go to the hospital because I know it's not. Do y'all have a hospital there where you live?
Well, not really, not a good hospital. That's why I was saying the infrastructure here in your provinces, in this province, I could speak for, is not that great. So it is best that you live closer to a main city. Now, when I was sick last year in December, luckily they were able to treat me. So your more serious illnesses, you're not going to get the type of help that you need. Example, stroke or heart attack. You're not going to get the help. If you break a leg, you're not going to get that kind of help here. That's the bad part about living in some of the provinces.
You really look better, James. She's taking good care of you, man, because you've done a 180, man. I don't know what
Yeah.
you doing to him. What you doing to him, Arcelie? What's your special?
My special recipe is the vegetable lumpia.
Well, hell no, it's more than that.
I always feed him healthy foods,
Healthy foods and
fruits, vegetable,
yeah,
no pork.
yeah,
Yeah.
pork, no. And like you were saying last time, what did you held up 3 fingers last time, right? Remember? Per day.
Yeah, the 3 piece.
The 3 piece.
Piece of chicken, a piece of man, and a piece of you know what.
Piece of
But
piece of ass.
but let me ask you this, James. Be honest, man, because I dealt with a young lady like this before, and I couldn't. A lot of times they want it back to back. I could do it like once for breakfast, once for lunch, once for dinner, but not back to back to back. Are you on any type of supplements or something?
Well, currently I just started back taking my multivitamins and stuff like that, and then I don't eat the regular typical Filipino food. So I do have to pick it up. We have a gym. I'm gonna check that out. Working out does help. Sometimes it has to be spaced out, and then sometimes I just have that appetite where it is back to back. It just depends. Yeah, it should be right back. It just depends on what day it is. And then I do have days where it's like, I'm gonna take a break, because it was too much, So sometimes, yeah, it get a little hungry,
Yeah, thanks for the super chat, Confident Voice Speaks. He says he walks around a grocery store in the province like Michael B. Jordan. Keep it up, Hunk. You found the fountain of youth.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is really seriously crazy. Calvin, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom right quick. All right. No, don't leave. You got to stay on. You're live.
Let me ask you, Arcelie, what year of college are you in? What year?
Third year college. I am finishing this second semester, and next year will be fourth year college, and that will be the last.
What's your study?
Education, Bachelor of Elementary Education.
Now, before you can get a job as a teacher, do you have to pass the national exam?
Yeah. Licensure examination for a teacher.
What do your college friends and stuff say when Jay? I know he comes to pick you up sometimes. Do they ever laugh at you and make fun of you and say, "Oh, what are you doing with that old man?"
Oh no, they love James because James is very kind person. Like even my teacher, all my teacher are supporting us because when we are doing something in the school, James came over in the school and supporting what I need to do in the school, and my classmate came over here in the house as well. We are also feeding them together and spending time with them. So they don't have a problem when it comes to James. We did not feel anything like they're laughing on us. They really love James because, like what they always said to us, James is very kind person. Yeah.
The devil is a lie.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, what is a traditional woman? Is Arcelie a traditional Filipino woman, and what is that?
Well, the traditional woman, speaking for her, cook, massage sometimes, pedicure. Never had a woman that done a pedicure on my feet or manicure. Shave me. She'll shave my head or face. It's just a lot of the normal things that we do as a man, she takes pleasure in doing it. Even something crazy as plucking the hairs out of your ingrown
Yeah,
hairs.
but I just love to do it.
She loves to see me in pain, I guess. I don't know. What else? Traditional. Wash clothes. She'll wash clothes by hand, when she has to. Although we do have a relative, we have a washing machine. We just have to have it hooked up. So, but she can wash the clothes as well by hand is her preference. And the list goes on.
Ron wants to know, does she have a single sister?
No, because they are too young. They're underage.
I got something for James now. I bought this off Shopee. If you can, I don't know if you can read that. But this is for ingrown hair. See, I don't have them anymore. I start using this and strip. This is called Strip It.
Okay.
Bumps away. And this is called shaving and waxing ingrown hair. I put this on first.
Okay.
And then I put this on.
Okay.
And it cured, man, because I used to get them bad myself.
Well, chance if you could send me a picture of it, and then I'll get it ordered up.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do that for you on the messenger.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Do you plan on taking her to the States?
No time soon. I get a hard time trying to get her to understand the complications, what's going on in the States. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially California, where I'm from, Southern California. Would we like to visit? Sure, I would like her to meet my family. To move there, that would take a lot of consideration. But as of now, no.
Now, you said that y'all know people who are giving 300,000 pesos a month?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
I'm sorry, go ahead,
That would make her rich.
Yeah. The one guy, he finally broke off his relationship with her. He was giving between 200,000 and 300,000 pesos, and he wasn't able to pay his own bills. The other gentleman I know, he was giving, I believe it was like 40,000 pesos per week. On top of that, every time he comes here, one whole suitcase is dedicated toward gifts. iPhone, Apple, laptop, just expensive shoes, and it's just crazy, But I've told him, like, you guys need to go to Calvin's channel and check it out, and see that you're making a horrible mistake,
They're gonna be just like you, James. They're not gonna listen.
No, they don't. I didn't listen to you at first, and it was like, damn, that's what Calvin said. Calvin said this, Calvin said that. And then finally it's like, let me take heed to what he's saying. It start to make sense after you make a few mistakes. And then you're like, I gotta cut this shit out. It'll make you broke quick.
What's the name of your TikTok channel and your YouTube channel? Because the links are in the description, guys. If you want to support them, let's try to get them to 1,000, man. It's free to subscribe. And are y'all making videos, YouTube videos, on a regular basis, James?
I'm starting to get back into the YouTube videos now. On TikTok, we make a lot of videos.
We are also doing live there.
We do a lot of lives on TikTok. She was just said.
Yeah.
So she's gonna tell you the TikTok channel right quick.
Yeah, we are also a live streamer in TikTok. That's why we are really working there. And the name of our TikTok is 43 years of age gap.
43 years of age.
I know that Arcelie has an iPhone, right, Arcelie?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that, on Shopee?
No, this is a gift from my husband.
They came from the States. Shopee. Can't trust them.
So y'all, do you feel proud, James, when you walking through town? And I know y'all travel a lot, so when you go like Manila, Cebu, you got the young hottie on your arm. Do you feel proud, man?
I do, because of her accomplishment. It doesn't. I don't treat her as a trophy. That's just absolutely wrong. I treat her with respect and love because how she is and the way she thinks and how she's matured. Feel proud. Those are the things I feel proud about, that she's accomplishing something with her life. So I don't walk through the town or anywhere else and saying, ha ha ha, look what I have. It doesn't work like that, you know. She's accomplished a lot. She works hard. She's a go-getter, you know. So on the streets, we don't really pay attention to a lot of that madness, you know, but there's a lot of jealousy. Filipino men can be very aggressive, as well as the Filipino women. So we just kind of watch over each other, make sure nothing crazy happens.
Yeah, you know how you can get. Thomas Marshall said, "Have your wife be the face of your channel. You'll get more views for sure." Do you got any videos with Arcelie splashing around in a bikini, James?
You know, we have some. Here's the thing. I keep telling. I said, you need to come on YouTube, right? Make some videos. It's not. They don't want to look at a man all the time. You know, they don't want to hear my voice all the time. They want to hear from her. But I can't. You know, with her being busy with school and things of that sort, it's a little tough. But I'm gonna try to encourage her to get on with me. Or she does a video herself, even if she has to say it in Bisaya and English, mix it up a little bit. Yeah, but definitely she's got to get on there more.
Yeah, I mean, see, you got a unique situation. Your girlfriend, your wife, I mean, is not afraid to come on camera, and because she goes to college, she can interview a lot of her college friends. I mean, you would get so many views, and see, even Cliff and Rue couldn't do that, but you can, Arcelie. I mean, if you really want to turn this YouTube into something, that's what they want to see.
Yeah, exactly. Mentioning her name is not enough. They need to see her face. You know, I've shared that with her, but it's the she's afraid of her English. Number one, I think it is, but her English is good enough.
Yeah, you don't have to say a whole lot. You know, all you gotta say is, "Yeah, we're going to the beach," and then everybody have their bikinis and just run down the beach and flash around.
Like some of my friends really did not wear bikini here.
Yeah, but just to see your face, you know what you're doing.
No, if like for example, like I'm taking a video with my friends, like it's different. But I will work on it.
Let me ask you, Arcelie, you know, be as honest as you can. Do guys try to hit on you when James is not around, either Filipinos or foreigners? Do they ever try to flirt with you?
Oh yeah, of course, a lot of them. But I like we talk about it. Like I don't give them attention. Just walk and do not look. Yeah, and walk away. So I did, but there is a lot.
What's the closest big city to where you live? What's the closest big city? CDO?
Pagadian.
CDO is
Yeah, I've been to
Pagadian.
Yeah, I've been there before. They got those funny tricycles that scare you. you get in there and you go back like that.
Yeah, CDO is about
4 hours.
4 hours or so.
Do you ever go to DeVal?
We plan to. A friend of ours has she's invited us there. So we would love to go there. Sometime next year we'll go. We'll be in Cebu next month for a meet and greet.
Y'all gonna have a meet and greet?
Yes, it'll be the second one for TikTokers.
How many people showed up?
11.
Uh,
For now, 11.
well, the last time was about 15 people. This one so far, we made a video. So far, 11 people are coming. Now some people are traveling pretty far to come out. One is coming from CDO. Another one is coming from Manila. He's gonna fly out. So some of them, one's coming from California. He's the gentleman who is responsible. Well, we met him almost a year ago, and he's the one who brings us out to Manila or Cebu. Real awesome gentleman. He's more than TikTok family. He's became a family member to us.
He's my big brother.
Yeah, he's like he's a brother. He's a brother to us. He's the one who takes care of us.
I think he's watching right now.
Yeah, I don't know if he's here. Michael Navarro, shout out to you.
Because when I watch y'all's TikTok and Facebook, y'all be staying in some nice places, man. I'll be like, these are some ballers, man.
That's Michael. Michael, he's hooking it up. Man, he watches over us. It's he won't stay in no 1 or 2 star hotel motel. He's got to do it right. So he's like, if you're gonna fly with me, we got to do it right.
Y'all stayed in Newport City in the Hyatt.
Hilton?
It was the Hilton.
Yeah, the Hilton.
Yeah, and Jesus Christ, Radisson.
Radisson.
And this time he's gonna have us at the Belmont hotel.
Man, that's love right there.
Yeah, it's serious love. He watches over us. He's like say he's a big brother to her, little brother to me, and he always shows a lot of love. So a lot of respect there.
I'm kind of surprised that y'all haven't been to General Santos either. You know, there's a place called Glen that you would love. It's, in the Serengeti province, and they've got this beautiful stretch of beach. They call it Little Boracay. Y'all right down there by all that stuff.
General Santos? That's what this. Are you close by there? No?
No,
Okay.
You are.
We have to check
General
it out.
Santos.
We have to check it out.
General Santos is like 2.5 hours away on bus from DeVal.
Mm-hmm,
So whenever we go to DeVal, we go to General Santos too. But it's really nice.
Okay. Well, I don't know. We'll talk with Michael Navarro, because I believe he wants to go to Davao one time. And like I said, the bus will get you there. So maybe we could meet you guys somewhere one time.
We're headed to Panglao. We're headed to Panglao this weekend, and then I'll probably shoot over to Bantayan Island because I'm looking for a place by the beach.
Okay. Yeah, we seen one of your videos a while back. You were by the beach. You had a apartment or something. It was upstairs, I believe.
Sicky That's Sicky Hall, but I don't stay there anymore.
Okay.
Y'all got any plans coming up? What y'all gonna do for Christmas?
Well, Christmas will be around
My family.
her family. Before Christmas, we'll be with Mr. Navarro,
TikTok family.
and then take some of the other TikTok family members. Spend time with them, and then he has his birthday coming up. So we'll spend as much. We'll be spending our time with him and just relaxing. So Cebu for about 4 or 5 days, and then when we come back, her family, uh, food and all that good stuff.
Y'all fly to Cebu?
Yes, yeah, yeah. You got an option. We've been on a boat there before, which is pretty cool. But normally fly, the boat takes too long. You're talking about 7 to 9 hours by boat. It gets a little tiresome.
Where's that meet and greet going to be in Cebu, James? Somebody's asking.
I'm gonna let her pronounce it because I'll screw it up if I pronounce it.
What is that?
Et,
Etas Cocina.
Etas Cocina.
Yeah. Etas Cocina.
In Cebu.
Okay, he said, what did James do back in the States?
I did a variety of things. The last job I had before I left, it was a company very similar like Amazon. Worked in the linguistics department there. I was a senior associate before I left. So we were a supplier to a lot of other companies such as Amazon. They purchased a lot of our product. So I was a senior associate there at this company. Pretty big company.
Do y'all get a lot of hate? I guess y'all would.
All the time. YouTube probably about one time. TikTok every day.
Every day because we got lots of viewers.
Yeah. I mean, we're
So how do y'all handle it? Does TikTok allow you to remove the people, or you just ignore it?
We can block them. Mute and block.
Mute and block. It depends on the comment. Like if they say something like "Opal," bald head, it's like, okay, that's not bad. That's doable because I don't have hair. I shave my head, but we never get racial remarks. Well, maybe subtle remarks in that fashion, but not really. A lot of it is money. They say money, money, money. But most of it is jealousy. Some of it has been a little bit deeper bashing. At first, we didn't know how to handle it, but I'm thinking back, like you were saying before, that's what draws your crowd. That's what brings your followers. But at one time, it got so overwhelming.
I used to cry in the live.
She would cry on the live. We would get, if the numbers jumped to like 150 to 500 to
viewers.
We know the haters are coming. We had a whole room that would come in just to hate on us. So our moderators, we were like, okay, the good people stop writing. The moderators, it just block. Just block. Sometimes blocking went on for an hour and a half. Now it's not so bad. We might get in a live.
Like we will get 200 viewers, but there's no bashers.
Yeah, maybe like 2 or 3 bashers, but most of that comes from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Or Middle Eastern countries. The bashing.
Well, I haven't seen anybody make any videos about y'all, so you're pretty safe now. But if you ever get any bigger, I'm sure they're gonna come for you. But I wouldn't worry about it. He says, "Are you a veteran, James?"
No, I'm not a veteran, but I was around the military quite a bit. I was actually supposed to go to the Navy like you, Calvin. I was geared through by a program, a Navy Sea Cadet program. I was supposed to go there years ago. I had got a letter from West Point as well. But then when they told me you got to have 9 years of commitment, it's like, no. But actual serve time, no. Police, I was around Department of Corrections, more so, and other police outfits. And like I said, working for the Army.
Yeah, now I've got to agree with Q, which I've made so many videos about this. I even made one the other day about a lot of men retire in the Philippines for the women. And he said, this is the real reason why guys come to the Philippines. Let's stop making excuses. Talking about, scuba diving and sightseeing. Everybody want to be the anomaly, but this is the cold hard fact. Is that why you retired to the Philippines, James? You wanted a nice, attractive woman?
No, definitely not. I wanted my peace. That was the number one thing, and that's what I demand. It wasn't about finding an attractive woman. The good thing about her, I've known her over 3 years now,
Almost 4 years.
going on 4, and it wasn't about beauty, beauty and the beast. It was about having my peace. So I seen past this. It was what was here in her heart and what was in her head. It wasn't about looks.
We're not talking about Arcelie. We're just saying, what put you on to the Philippines to begin with? Because you said you're not in the military.
Right.
I know you were watching videos, and what made you pick the Philippines? You know, with your retirement and everything like that, you could have retired anywhere you wanted to. Why the Philippines?
Two things attracted me about the Philippines, and you can find it anywhere in the world. It was mountains and the ocean, similar to California, and it was just peaceful. The first time I came here, it's just I felt at peace, and then the smell really had me, but it was the peace, the tranquility. It wasn't about anything else. It was just having peace.
So what was your relationship status in America? Because you're like the exception to the rule. What was your relationship status like in America before you started?
Started it. I was dating on and off. Each relationship failed because it was about money. It was about selfishness and greed. And I'm like, okay, I'll just take a damn break and work on me. Worry about taking care of me, my job, promote, make some money, and just enjoy life a little bit and travel when I wished. So I was good. Being a single man, there's nothing wrong with that. I was a bachelor for a minute, just chilling, had a brand new car, and I'll go and come as I please. And I was happy. Sometimes you need that break, away from a relationship.
Honestly, how old were the women you were dating?
Sometimes they were older. Sometimes they were, let me think here, about a 9 years difference was the youngest before. She was from Germany. That was a 9 years difference.
What's the big difference between, because it's been years since I dated a woman anywhere near my age. What is the big difference really about having a young wife versus dating women your age and even older, you said? So you were dating women in their 60s.
Yeah, I was dating women older than me, but they weren't as energetic. They weren't as outgoing. They weren't as fun. They were settled in their ways, very, very, very stubborn and very, very selfish. It was about them. With the younger one, well, referring to Arcelie, it wasn't about that. It was she had the reverse what I was looking for. Energetic, full of life, very respectful, not into
Wait. Cut the bullshit, James. You got a nice, attractive wife there, man. You know good and well that came into play.
Well, yeah, that was a part. Well, all right, let's get into that a little bit. So dating older women, you're not getting the boom boom as much as you want to. Simple as that. With her, it don't matter. You can take it anytime you want. That, honest God's truth. There is no limit.
No.
You know, she sleep. You could take it when she sleep. She's like, oh, you know, she might say, oh, what the hell are you doing? With a big ass smile on her face. You know, that's the difference. In the States or in Europe where I was at, it was like, no, I got a headache, that kind of bullshit excuse. But with hers, there is no excuse. Not unless she's sick. But if she's not sick or on monthly, green light.
Did those older women turn you on? What was their attitude towards sex? Well, did they want to go to church all the time and stuff like that?
I would say, well, one, she was burned out. What it was. She was around a lot of military guys in Germany. So to her, it was like, I don't need it. You know, a man who's still physically active, you can't hold out in a relationship 2 months, 3 months, 5 months. That's just crazy. Let's be honest. Sex is a part of your relationship. Making love is a part of your relationship. It's the attraction. You know, you got to have it. As a man, I got to have it. You know, as men, we have to have it. So you want somebody with that same attitude. So that was the problem with the older women. Some weren't like that because they came from a neglected relationship. So they were gun ho, but nothing like what I'm going through right now. It's just totally different. There is no limits.
Silly. Let me ask you a question, because I've asked Marilyn this, and I would never be disrespectful or anything, but what's the difference between dating a Filipino man and a foreign man, and you know their what they like in bed, basically? Is it the same, or is there a difference? Do we demand something different or something more? Because I heard that with Filipino men, it's just wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You know, the missionary position, and that's it.
Yeah, it's almost the same. But based on my experience, I was dating Filipino and I was dating American or foreigner. Yeah, there is just wait. Let's talk about my past Filipino. He was cheating, and my Black American also before was cheating. So it's the same.
No, sex.
And sex, you're talking about sex.
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 So when it comes to sex as well, that like based on my experience, the Filipino is rough. Like they are very active. Like they want it every day, like that. So in James, you are also active.
Well, I guess what she's trying to say is you get the Filipino man, they're going to fuck around with everything they can run into.
Yeah.
I just put it like that.
Yeah.
At least with her, she's like, well, this is mine and nobody else is going to get it. So what's Calvin? Well, I guess what the people want to hear is, what is the difference?
Yeah, imagine when I was dating with a Filipino, my Filipino was having sex with 2 women. I know 3 women in the time. And then now that I am with James, I feel the love, commitment, the emotional support, and I did not experience that before. So there is also a maturity.
So what's your sex life with Filipino versus
Right.
Black American?
I love
What
the
I'm
black.
saying is,
Black don't
what I'm saying, I'm talking about, we like, you know, I know we put women over here through the ringer. You know, we'll ask them to do things that maybe they've never, no one's ever asked them to do, and they'll be like, you want to put it where? You want me to do what? You know what I'm saying? American men, we're different when it comes to what we desire in bed than a Filipino. This is what I'm trying to ask you. Or is it the same? I was told, yeah, Merlin told me that it was just the missionary position. She never tried anything else with her ex that she tries with me.
Follow what it said.
Yeah, but it's when it's so hard to say.
Yeah. So let me help her out because it's starting to rain. So,
I need to close the door.
I hope she gonna close the window. If it's too loud, we'll go in the bedroom. Let us know if it's too loud, Calvin. We'll go in the bedroom. All right, Calvin, we had to come out of the hallway there. Started raining. It's a little too loud. We're gonna set up a chair right quick. Give us a hot moment.
Yeah, how many bedrooms you got, James?
We got one big bedroom with the bathroom, big kitchen as well, with a lot more land to add on to the house. So it's 300 square meters. So we got a lot of room. All right, hold on a second, sir.
Yeah, he said Cal called Cap. James most definitely went for the young women.
Where's the thing?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I didn't come here for scuba diving.
No, I can't swim. Hold on. Okay. All right. So back to your question. I'm gonna kind of help her on that. Because
The same question.
yes, same question. Just because we talked about it a little bit.
Experience.
So with the Filipino, is just wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Is basically what it is.
It's selfish. Filipino men, they're very selfish.
Yeah.
But experience in James, he loves you experience like exploring sex and exploring something that you will be satisfied, like not being selfish. Even sometimes he did not get what he like. You did not, you did not produce. Let's just say you did not produce, and you want to satisfy me.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, sometimes a man is like, you know what, I don't feel like, doing the boom, boom, boom. So we handle it a different way, you know. Toys, we got to throw toys in there,
Exploring.
oral stimulation or whatever. Well, hey, we're being real, keep it real.
We're just asking questions. I'm just asking questions that people really want to know because, they say, are these real relationships if somebody's 21 and he's 64? People are saying, oh, don't answer that. Don't do it. This is real life, man.
Yeah.
People are going to want to know this stuff. They want to know if there's a 64-year-old man watching this now. And he's saying, okay, if I come over and get a 21-year-old woman, is it going to be real? Are we going to have a legitimate relationship? That's all I'm trying to do. I want y'all to know that James and his woman, his wife, have a real relationship. That's why I called them back, because they took a lot of crap the last time. People was like, oh, they're not going to make it. Well, here they are. They're still here. They're still together. And they're still happy.
They're married.
Yeah, we did take a lot of heat on the last live and TikTok um and they're like, I had a gentleman YouTube. Oh, it ain't gonna last. You probably got a few months, and we're still here. You know, through all the bullshit and the harassment and the hating and for the gentleman who's 64, if you're careful and you can have a serious relationship, no doubt.
Your last girlfriend that you had, her first cousin, what I mean were you active with her too? I mean, what was the problem with her? What really happened, James? Because we need to know that so we can have something to look the red flags. What was one red flag you saw with her?
Uh, the first thing was the bonding was not there. She was not affectionate. She was gossiping, saying bad things about me. She would take photos of her family and everybody, and she would block me out on Facebook so I can't see those photos in the group pictures, like her brother's birthday party. I was in none of the photos she posted on Facebook because she had me blocked out. She would hide it. Um, Sex was practically zero. Maybe I think 2 times out of 2 weeks. So she was very selfish about that. Uh, it was just no bonding whatsoever. And then when I start hearing the chatter from different people about things she was saying, which was pretty cruel. Another thing, she had me, if you want to call it a resort, which was a shithole. I'll put it like that. It was away from the main town. No transportation. I don't know where the hell I was. She had basically had me hid off in the woods, away from civilization. Uh, Ashamed. So her thing was not to be with an older man, is what it was. Her thing was she was a scammer.
Money, money, money.
It was just money. And then she tried to make it look like she was all that. What can I say? Her shit don't stink. Well, her shit did stink. She was no good. A lot of warning signs there.
Yeah, he said James has a nice place. Does he plan on building a house there? But you bought that house, James, and you're fixing it up, right? You're rehabbing it.
Yes, yes.
How long have you been rehabbing?
1 year now.
1 year.
You almost done? How much more work you got to do on it?
About 70%.
It's about 70% finished. We need a fence. Work on the garden some. The patio needs a little work. I'm about 70% finished, and most of those are not serious things that have to be done.
What would you say by the time you finish? What's your investment going to be? Approximate.
Approximately, because the carpenter we should have done what you did, get a carpenter, and would have been a-okay. If you're out of $1,000,000 pesos, you could have a nice home. But this carpenter was beating the clock. Total guessing about 1.5 million pesos, maybe a little more.
Right. Up to now, you mean?
Up to now. Well, let me see. Let me minus off the appliances. Sorry about that. We'll leave it at 1.5 million. That's without appliances. That's appliances extra. But caution, when you get a home built, get yourself a contractor like Calvin did. It's your best bet.
It's certainly going to save you some money and a lot of headache. He knows who to hire. He knows the workers. He's the one that makes sure they stay working because, like you said, they'll work their clock on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I support the age gap relationship in general, Who cares what the haters say? I mean,
I hear that.
she's a grown woman. I mean, you don't become any growner, guys. She's going to get older, but she's not going to be any growner.
Mm,
She's as grown as she's going to be.
mm, mm, mm.
I'm going to see if there's any more questions out here. I don't want to hold y'all too much
Are you good?
longer.
You're good.
He says, do you believe this, James? He says she's going to let you finish the house and leave you, bro.
No.
I didn't let when you are in the hospital.
I was in the hospital last year, 2024, and she could have easily walked away, but she took care of me. Now, one thing gentlemen or ladies don't know in the States or wherever they are is as a foreigner, you and I, Calvin, 40% is ours. 40% belongs to us, belongs to the foreigner. So you do have a stake in which you invested, 40%.
You're married, so you even have more rights.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Arcelie, he says, what was your life like before you started dealing with foreigners? Because I know you got a good life now, but what was it like before you started, certainly with James?
It was really bad before because before is I did not find the love that I was looking for. Like what I mentioned it earlier, and it was really bad the way how he treated me. But now is much better, and there is a maturity, love, and no lies, of course, no cheating. Yeah, but before is my nightmare. My past relationship is my nightmare,
Your living situation is
and my
Yeah,
living
what was your living situation?
situation. Now it's really okay now. Like
before.
now, I'm talking about now,
Mhm.
and then before is very like it's very stressful. Like my life situation before, I was working in Manila just to uh get my peace. That's the reason why I work in Manila to have a peaceful life, but that did not work out. So now is I am okay now. I recover.
How many foreigners have you dated before? Just James and your ex, or any more?
Just one.
So just James and the other
Yeah. Only two.
two.
Now. Yeah.
What do y'all have to say before I let y'all get off of here? Uh, I'm going to give y'all the next, 10, 15 minutes. Just talk about whatever you want to talk about. Your channel, your life, whatever it is.
Okay. Well, first let's start with TikTok. So we have a TikTok channel. It's over 1 years old. We have approximately almost
76.7
yeah,
thousand
pushing
followers.
pushing almost 77,000 people. Good, solid people, very supportive. Uh, we interact with them all the time. They've been a just outstanding people. With YouTube, some of those followers from TikTok have fell over to YouTube. So like you were saying, we have to get her on camera as well. I'm social media, like I say, you got to be careful about it because it can be pretty cruel, as we all know. Uh, now, anything you want to add? We just want to promote good positivity about age difference relationships. You do have to be careful, um, and just be patient. And yeah, there's no such thing as trying to pick the perfect one. It's got to be just a lot of damn patience. So when you, for me, we go through all these hardships and things, and we're like, damn, eventually I got to get this right as far as relationship. No guarantee, but I was just patient, just very, very patient, and prayed on it, and yeah.
And don't lose hope.
And don't lose hope.
You will find your true love.
Yeah, you will. I've only been in love twice, so she's my second. So yeah, if you guys, if you don't mind, if you have time, follow our TikTok channel. Drop us a message anytime. You can contact us through Calvin. I'm gonna show you. That's our TikTok page, right there.
Show us your
He's got-
YouTube. Put your YouTube link up there for us.
Oh, okay. YouTube. Search for YouTube. Right there. And then that. All right. So here is the. Gotta go back. She's gonna find it now. So yeah, we're open to suggestions as well for our content, and just that part right there. That's good. That's cool. That's cool. So this is the name for the YouTube channel. I'm gonna read it first. James and Arcelie, at 43 years of age gap. That's what it looks like there. So Calvin, he put the links in his description.
Check if I can put that here.
And so yeah, you can contact us anytime, no problem. If you're in the Philippines,
I commented.
let us know. She's gonna write it in the comments.
Go to the TikTok as well.
Like I said, we're normal people. TikTok, we have a problem with being treated as celebrities, and we try to tell everybody, hey, we're normal people. We're nobody special. We're nobody special. We're just like, Calvin's been put on this pedestal. Same with us. We're no different from the next person. We bleed the same blood. I don't know. Did you want to add anything?
I did put their information in the description of the video, the TikTok and the YouTube. Go to their YouTube channel, James and Arcelie, at 43 years age gap, and subscribe today, guys. Let's get them to 1,000. But I need y'all to start producing more content, James. I'll combine them. Bring your TikTok to YouTube, your YouTube to TikTok. But do more videos, because I'm going to tell you, y'all got a unique situation, man. People are going to, they want to see what's going on. Is it real? Because a lot of men are selling everything. They're coming over here. They want somebody like Arcelie. What would you tell them? What would you tell them?
Come take a vacation. If you can take more than 2 weeks, fine. If you only have 2 weeks, that's cool too. Come here with the open mind and patience, and come out here and just enjoy yourself and be a gentleman. The ladies here are looking for a gentleman. You could pretty much tell somebody is not good because they're going to ask you for money too fast, or they shouldn't at all. But just be a gentleman, like me and Calvin. We're gentlemen. Opening doors for women here is very, very rare. You just don't find it here. And just come out here, have a blast, have an open agenda, or have something planned that you would like to do. That way you can bounce from island to island. That's what I can say. It just be a gentleman is very rare with the Filipino community. Very rare.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest. I'm a gentleman in the streets and a freak in the sheets, James.
Let me
be honest.
100%. Well, I'll agree to that. When it ain't gotta be. It is what it is. We have to do what we got to do. Got to keep the woman satisfied.
thank y'all so much again for your time. I really appreciate y'all. James and Arcelie at 43 years
Thank
age
you.
gap on YouTube. Go and subscribe. Let me know, James, if you get a bump off this interview. I hope you do. Y'all deserve
Okay,
it.
I'll let you know.
Congratulations on your wedding. Congratulations on your relationship. Continue to live y'all's best lives, man, because, you know, we ain't promised tomorrow.
No, seriously, this is the motto we live by. Live your life like Calvin was saying. A life is short. It's very short. So, gentlemen who are older, you can find somebody here. That's not a problem at all. But just live the best life you possibly can, wherever it's going to be, in Southeast Asia or, I mean, we have 7 continents filled with women here. You know, just live life the best you can. That's and just be cautious. You know.
So much again. I appreciate y'all. Have a great day, James, because I got to go in here and eat lunch. Does she get mad when you don't eat when she calls you to eat?
Yeah. If the food's ready, oh, I just called you. The food's ready, and it's like, oh, okay, let's eat. You know, and I'll be damn. 3 or 4 hours later, you hungry? It's like I just ate not too long ago, so they'll feed you. The Filipino women will feed you. They'll if they love you, they're gonna take care of you. That's for sure. Appreciate you, Calvin. We appreciate you very much. We'll give you a
Take
progress
care.
report.
Okay. Hey, thank y'all so much, man, for your super chats, your super stickers, all your thumbs up. I wanted to bring them back, man. They really are a good couple. You know, they're proof that, you know, it can work over here. You know, we only got today, man. You know, hopefully, you know, maybe next year I'll interview them again. Because it's been over a year. And I was just really asking them the questions that y'all wanted to ask. You know, certainly about the sex and all that. Is the love real? How'd you meet? Were you sending money? Absolutely. You know, and James is honest enough to tell you the truth. But yeah, take care, y'all. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. Remember, this is our time right now. If you don't do it now, whatever it is, you're never going to do it because you're going to run out of life. We're giving all our time, our energy, our money to somebody else. We're giving it away. It's time that we do more for ourselves, guys, okay? Thank me now. And a lot of that's not happening over here. You know, and after a while, you're going to be taken for granted. You're certainly going to be unappreciated. And you're going to be thinking, man, I did all this for nothing. So take care. I'll see y'all later, man. Wait. I got to end it first.